Besides being pretty, there's nothing good in you. And I literally look at myself in the mirror and that words came back. Besides looking good, there's really nothing good in you. And I was like, really? There's nothing good in me? You really don't need to try so hard to earn the approval of people. Hi, I'm Cindy Leong and I founded the Enneagram Academy. Growing up, I always find it's very hard to fit in. Acceptance and approval and recognition is very important to me. These are things that I crave for as a kid. And when I don't get it, I'll try very hard and sometimes too hard to overcompensate to the point where I realize that I'm losing my self-worth. So at 15, I have my first serious relationship. I invest everything, my time, my effort, meet up almost every day. We talk about almost everything, emotions and all. After 6 months, during the breakup, the guy actually told me, Cindy, besides being pretty, there's nothing good in you. So at that time, I didn't know what this person was talking about. Maybe, just trying to be an idiot just because I tried to break up with you. But I was partying a lot, I was drinking a lot, I was so-called looking good on the outside, but inside is like, I'm really breaking down. And I literally look at myself in the mirror and that words came back. Besides looking good, there's really nothing good in you. And I was like, really? There's nothing good in me? How can it be? My last year of uni, I got married to my then boyfriend of 3 years. Because we were not able to handle our differences, I would say I'm pretty immature or insensitive, or I expect that the marriage would change that person, but it did not happen, obviously. And I just called it quits. I just decided, okay since it's not working out, I just want to get out of this ordeal, right? I get out of this relationship. So when I was going through the divorce, not many people could empathize or understand my decision. And to me, there's a lot of that judgment. Like, why can't I just be heard for who I am? Did anyone even hear my pain? I was trying so hard, again, back to the need for validation, recognition, affirmation, acceptance. So I even had a to-do list. To do this, to make him happy, I must do this. And for me, I work very well with a to-do list, just like what I do in work. But when I have to even do this for a relationship, something is wrong, right? And I spent 2 weeks completing the checklist to make sure that I don't make any of the mistakes there. And yet, I still don't get the validation and affirmation that I need. At that time, when I was seeking for answers from the church community, mentors, what I could get is only right and wrong. What I should do, what I should not do. So I went to, study about coaching, materials about relationship. And for me is, wow, this works. Wow, this really tells me why am I like that. It really tells me why all my past relationships had to fail. It really tells me about my struggles, my fixation, my fear. And that gives me a lot more clarity, liberty, answers to why the breakup had to happen. And I didn't know better. So once I know that, I was like, wow, this is very good. So we flew to the US and we just picked up the Enneagram and we learned from the Enneagram master, Claudio Naranjo, which I'm thankful we are just one of the few handful ones in Singapore that got to learn Enneagram from him directly. He already passed on 2 years ago. But what he shared and the entire experience is very healing for us because it's not just head knowledge about Enneagram. We actually had a lot of therapy session, which is like 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. kind of thing for 9 days on a mountaintop. So that was really an experience, life-transforming experience. And I decided, okay, if this works so much for me, it works so well for me, it will work for others. When I found the Enneagram, it gives me the clarity and the answers that I was looking for. Like, I'm worthy of love. I'm lovable the way I am. I don't need to work so hard or try so hard or strive so hard to prove anything. And that really liberated me a lot, because that is something I've always wanted to hear in my heart, that I'm loved for who I am. And there's nothing more I need to do to earn any love. I'll tell myself at 15 that you're very beautiful and you're loved for who you are. You really don't need to try so hard to earn the approval of people. So we started Relationship Studio, 8 years ago, right? Helping people make sense of their relationships through self-development and self-awareness. And we are also now SkillsFuture WSQ accredited, so we are a ATO, which makes our training more affordable to everyone. Typically, you don't have to fork out any cash. When I started off wanting to be a coach, a relationship coach, a personality coach, was really because I wanted to be that coach that I never had at that time when I'm going through the lowest moment in my life. And I think during this COVID period, a lot of lives are very lost, like looking for answers, just like me at that time. And I hope to be able to reach out to these people who are really giving up or who are looking for answers, maybe even seeing a lot of weaknesses about your spouse that you never realize and you are on the verge of giving up on the relationship. Please don't. Yeah, come and discover your Enneagram type first and make an informed decision. Yeah, so I'm not advocating whether you should or should not divorce or things like that, but at least have the clarity before you make the decision. Imagine your whole team or your whole family is more aware now and are able to speak each other's lingo and love each other the way that each other wants to be loved. I think the world will be a better place.